morning to the members of the high table and those of our students present here today to witness the send-off ceremony for our dean, who have served immensely and has contributed a lot to the development of the School of Education, the University of the Gambia. By the itineraries of this dean send-off ceremony rather, we are going to observe the prayers. From there, we will look general remarks by the chairperson about the dean, that's myself. Then remarks by the incoming acting dean, followed by the remarks by the staff present, remark by Edusans president, and remark from any two students from the presence here. Because we feel that the remarks by the president should be backed up by other people here that are present today. So get ready for that. That stage is so followed by the presentation of the gifts to the dean, remark by the Professor Ajufor, the outgoing dean herself, then refreshment, closing remarks, and closing prayer. So as tradition in the Gambia, like in any other place, we can observe our individual prayers to have this program started. We can do that. Or itinerary on the program is the remark by the chairperson. I think time may not be enough for me, but I will make sure that I compress myself, because having known the dean and then worked with her for so long, I think I should be at the liberty to say a lot about her. But nonetheless, I will cut wherever I stop, somebody continue from there so that we can have a chain walk. Is that also? Good. Who is this outgoing dean in the first place? To start with, Professor Beatrice Ajufor obtained her PhD degree in 2003 from University of Ibadan. Based on that, through her publications, commitments, and dedication to the work, she rose to the rank of the Professors of Guidance and Counseling. She has been teaching since 1986. That's more than 30 years of teaching experience. This is evidence to everybody that any course that she has lectured in the university here, we have seen that agility, that experience in her. So there is no doubt that she has been teaching since 1986. It is almost 38, 37 years, correct me right. From there, regarding her coming into the university, as MOU between university and other universities as well, she came into Gambia in February 2021 rather, as a technical assistant course, otherwise known as TAC. She became a dean whilst in the University of the Gambia from 2021. She has been committing herself, dedicating herself to the work and the service of the students and the university at large. She became a dean in October 2021 by being nominated unopposed. That gives her the rise to the rank of the dean in the school of the university. We felt that she is okay, no need to be opposing, and then she has gone. And then, thank God, she has delivered to her expectation. Regarding the journal, Gambia, the issue of journal, in terms of publication, people are publishing, but to have our own journal for educational research in the Gambia here started well with her. She floated a journal called Gambia Journal for Educational Research. We know any sector in the Gambia here, education is a sector that feeds them directly or indirectly. Even in parliament, teachers are there. They all pass through. So having a journal for educational research is one thing, and she is the chief editor in that particular journal, as the architect also. Notwithstanding, from that point, currently School of Education is boasting of 3 master's programs. And then all this comes during her tenure in the office as well. Starting with Educational Measurement and Evaluation program is on currently. The first batch is now at the at post-field defense stage. Proposal has been going for so long. Through cooperation with other lecturers in the School of Education, the program is going successfully. This goes with educational management, administration, and management. However, having had the needs and realized that there is a need to have educational management information system, that program also has started. Currently, the first batch of the program is on run, and then the first semester has been completed for now. We can say now we are boasting of 3 master's programs, and then we are the best for master's program with a large number of students, and 3rd largest for undergraduate program. So University of the Gambia is also aware, graduate school is aware of our program, and in terms of our number, our commitment as well. Thank you very much, Ma. Now, coming down to, in her tenure in office, during her tenure in office, she has embarked on what we call Dean's Excellence Awards, which you guys know very well. Since 2022. 2022, there was Dean's Award for Excellence. 2023, the same thing applies, and 2024 as well. All these serve as motivation for students, bring coherence among students, build the relationship between students and the lecturers as well, and also bring peace and harmony in the University of the Gambia School of Education. So, Ma, we have a lot to say, but I will permit you to allow me to stop here and give floor to the others to continue. But I have more to say. Thank you very much, Ma. Next on the agenda is the remark by the incoming Dean, that is Dr. Sar. We all know who is Dr. Sar as well. Currently, he is the program coordinator. He has been a program coordinator and now the acting Dean. Congratulations in the first place.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for that wonderful remark about Professor Ajufor. Fellow colleagues, Dean, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and dear students. It is with heavy heart that I stand before you to deliver a few remarks about our outgoing Dean, Professor Ajufor. Personally, I have a story to tell as far as he is concerned. And let me begin my speech with this. It is important to give credit where it is due, and we must begin by that. You have enormously contributed to the success and to the ongoing programs and functioning of the School of Education. Now, personally, I have benefited a lot from Professor Ajufor in my journey. She gave me opportunities to serve the School of Education in different capacities. Not only that, in her service to community, she has also delegated me to perform those responsibilities. So on that note, I want to seize on this opportunity to thank you enormously for doing that and putting me on a pedestal for what I am today. I owe it to her. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman mentioned this, but it is very vital as a school to make a reflection of what her contribution is about. What she did, shifting the narrative, that shift from undergraduate education to graduate education is important as far as the Gambia's education policy is concerned. What that means is the introduction of the master's programs in the School of Education goes to support government agenda of providing access. She did that. Not only that, the programs that are introduced to the School of Education, the 3 master's programs, are in line with government needs. These are capacity areas. Think about it. People heading senior secondary schools without any school management degree. And that is the gap she's filling. Now, when it comes to outcome, how are we doing as far as the indicators are concerned? The M&E program is designed to do that. Kudos to her. Now, the 3rd program that she just introduced, that is the IMIS program. Now, this program has put the School of Education on the spotlight as a center for excellence in Africa. We are the pioneer as a pilot project which can be replicated in many African countries. IMIS is very important in education because it supports those in management positions as far as educational aspect is concerned to have data-informed decision making. That is its contribution. Now, all these put together, what does it mean to us as a country? This is what it does. From social return of investment, let me use that framework to analyze it. What it does is, it saves the Gambia government huge amount of money in terms of sponsoring its workforce to embark on overseas training. Now we can do it in-house. This saves us vital resources, meager resources that we have. On the other hand, the absence of these programs has cost. It costs us a lot because it means that we are unable to have trained leaders to run our educational institutions. That comes with a cost in terms of efficiency. Now, the lack of data to know our achievement levels as far as the M&E program is concerned, that becomes with a cost. The lack of management information system as far as our education data is concerned, that comes in with a cost. So her intervention, through her leadership with the team, that gap is being filled. Let's progress. The importance of graduate education. If you look at our graduate programs, it is based on action research. And what we do in action research is to solve societal problems. As far as education is concerned, teacher qualification matters, but how do we know teacher qualification is correlated to student achievement? At what level? Where? How? All these are puzzles we don't know. Now, through research, through these programs, now researchers will come up with recommendations how we can overcome these problems. So thank you very much, Prof. With that, I will rest my shoulders. This is a clear manifestation that Prof works cordially with the students in addressing their needs. On that note, Prof, it is, again, as I said before, it is with heavy heart. We are parting. It's not easy, but I believe the relationship has already been built. We will build on that, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Shar, for your wonderful remarks. Now, on the agenda, remarks by the staff present. On that note, you know, every house has a father. And then, I don't need to mention the name. Today, Mr. Lum has taught people that, who also has taught other people that make us to be here today, not so. And then still, in fact, at one time I said, as a teacher in the Gambia, you either benefit from Mr. Lum directly or indirectly. So from that point, I would like to start with Mr. Lum.
Mr. Chairman, for giving me the floor. Now let me begin by welcoming you all to this very important get-together, which is meant to celebrate the departure of our Dean, Professor Mrs. Beatrice Ajufor. It is indeed a very important get-together because as a former dean, I can tell you that this is the first time of its kind. Because since the inception of the School of Education in the early 200s, because the university was founded in 1994 without the School of Education. but later the School of Education came to join the university in the early 200s. But since then, I can tell you that a lot of many deans have come and gone, but there had never been a send of party for any of those deans who have come and gone. So this is the first time of its kind. So that means very well that we have appreciated her contribution to the School of Education. And we have seen how he has helped to push the School of Education to higher heights and to the standard of excellence. Now, let me move you to a quotation that I learned from a high school literature book. And the quotation goes this way. To part is the lot of mankind, and the hands that grab today in cordial greetings are doomed ere long to unite for the last time when the quivering tongue pronounces the word farewell. So like the chairperson just said, few years ago in 2021, we first met Professor Ajufor and we grabbed in cordial greetings. But today, here again, we are together to say farewell to her. So this is life. There is nothing that lasts forever. So what is important now is the activities that take place between welcome and farewell. There are lots of activities that take place. But today, we are not here to look into those activities because we know that our dean has done her best to push this school to where it is. I can remember as the dean who handed over to her that on that day I was handing over to her, I said certain things and I can still remember them. I told her that running a school or an institution is like running a relay race. You know what a relay race is? In a relay race, each runner would run a certain distance and hand over to the next runner. Okay? So the skills in that race are three. One, you must be smart. Two, you must be able to hold the baton tightly. And thirdly, you must have a skill of handing over the baton. Because if you don't run fast, and if you don't hold the baton tightly, or you don't hand over the baton properly, the baton will drop. And whenever that baton drops, then that team loses the race. Because before you bend down, pick the baton and start again, the others have gone long time ago. So on that day, I told her, please don't drop the baton. And today, you can bear me witness that that baton was not dropped. And the baton had been handed over very well. So we thank Professor Ajufor because I have worked closely with her and I have seen her efforts in bringing up the school. She has done her best, but like I said, the race is not won by one runner. It is run by all the runners. It's a teamwork. She has done her best and has now handed over the baton. So what we have to do now is to pray for her, to go and join her family, and she is approaching retirement, and we pray for her to have a long retirement period. Let her retire and live for many, many, many years, enjoy her retirement, enjoy her children and her grandchildren. And at the same time, we pray for the receiver of the baton to be able to run that race fast and also hand over the baton to another person so that the school keeps on moving further and further. So with this, I thank you very, very much.
Mr. Lum, we also thank you so much for being a dean who Ajufor replaced, Professor Ajufor replaced, and still you are cooperative, dedicated. So thank you so much for your cooperation. Highly appreciated. Now, still, we now move to another veteran lecturer in the School of Education, that is Dr. Akambi. Ma has been hardworking, cooperative. Ma, the floor is yours.
I don't know what to say. And now that I'm trying to gather what to say, I don't know where to start. Professor Beatrice Ifeoma Ajufor is a wonderful person, a loving person. She always wants the good of others, and she wants the best for everyone. She does not celebrate mediocrity at all. And whatever you do, if you are not doing it well, she will make sure that she points it out to you and show you how to do it. My being here today is because of Professor Ajufor. God used her to notify me of a vacuum at the University of the Gambia. And here I am today. What does that tell you? It tells you that she doesn't want good for only herself. She wants everyone to progress. So I don't know what to say than to say I am grateful to her for allowing God to use her to bring me here to meet you people and to be able to interact with you people. Yes, the Chinese has a proverb that says, it is not good to give fish to someone to eat all the time. It is good for you to teach that person how to fish. When I was born, my parents were giving me fish. Later, they sent me to school to learn how to fish. Professor Ajufor showed me where to fish. Here I am in the Gambia fishing. Thank you, ma. Thank you for being who you are and a wonderful tool in the hands of God. I am sure that each and every one of you will have one way or the other that she has touched your life positively. And if you are asked to, each and every one of you to stand and say something today, you will have so many things to say. I have so many things to say, but I don't know how to put them in order. But all I want to say is thank you to her for coming to the Gambia, for bringing us to the Gambia, for seeing us through Gambia, and for all that you have done in the School of Education. From so many things that I have heard, you have really moved the School of Education in the University of the Gambia forward and higher than you met it. What else can we say? The new acting dean, I've listed it all. and even more that you have done. Thank you so very much, ma. You have shown us a lot of ways to do things academically, administratively, psychologically, and in so many other ways. Gambia will never forget you. Gambians will never forget you. All the students that has passed through you will never forget you. I, for one, will never forget you. There is no way that I will say something about my life that you will not come into it. You are well appreciated today, yesterday, and forever in my life and in the Gambia. Thank you very much, Professor Ajufor. You are going today, you are going into greater grace, into greater glory. You have a better place in Nigeria, I believe so. Yes, where you came from is waiting for you, and it is a better seat of glory for you in the name of Jesus Christ. By the time we are hearing from you, we'll be hearing that Professor Ajufor is the next minister of so and so ministry in Nigeria, in the name of Jesus Christ. Congratulations, my dean, my sister, my senior colleague, and my, I don't know, yes, thank you very much. Thank you so very much, ma.
Thank you.
I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's okay. Yeah. Dr. Akambi, thank you so much. I thank you for being appreciative of the role Professor Ajufor played for you. Thank you so much. Now, out of that, the dean, from your speech, the dean did not only show us how to catch fish, but how to design a net, and also paddle the canoe. Also, what dean also played here in the university. I, for one, when I was a graduate assistant on the corridor, he hold my hand and say, Mr. Diba, concentrate and work. Nobody can come here and do duty for you people. Take responsibility and the like. On that day, after sometimes I think about, I said, this lady, she has as a tag, professor. What does she need now? I'm young. She's encouraging me. So it's not only you. I also have something to say about encouraging you. So God will pay you. May God bless you. Okay. Also, again, here we have, university is diverse, and then University of the Gambia is dispersed university. Different campus, but the same university. The ma here, present here, Madam Gloria, she taught me use of English 101. Through her, I know dangling modifiers, misplacement, fragments, and thesis statement. So she is my lecturer, and you know them through her. Ma, the floor is yours. She is the legal officer at Hello. She has been a lecturer, promoted as a legal officer in the University of the Gambia Registry Department. Ma, the floor is yours. Okay.
Honorable Acting Dean, Mr. Sir, and Dr. Kombi, they've said so much. And from what Dr. Sir said, I actually saw how Professor Ajufor has contributed qualitatively and quantitatively in the career development of School of Education. Congratulations, ma'am. God bless you. And I like what Mr. Sir said. No, Mr. Loom. Mr. Loom said the baton that he handed over to her, luckily the baton too, she has also handed it over. But on this note now, satisfactorily, and that was what Dr. Sir made us to understand. He said, thank you, ma, for what you have done. So, they have said so much, I don't have much to say, but I will borrow the words of your son here to give to you today. He said, may you keep rising like the price of rice in Gambia. Even though the Gambians want the price to come down, but for you, the price of rice will keep rising, and you keep rising like the price of rice. Congratulations. And when you get to Nigeria, don't be surprised one day that she's a Minister for Foreign Affairs. And I'm sure you will come and call her. I say yes, Professor Komi will come. Thank you, ma.
Lecturer, for that wonderful remark. I now call on our FO, Faculty Officer, Geneva. Geneva is a type of person who can deal with anybody. So, Geneva, the floor is yours.
The high table, the incoming dean, Dr. Sar, Professor Ajufor, and the rest on the high table. And good morning to you all. My heart is heavy. I don't even know what to say, to be honest. I think they have said it all. This dean here, she is too accommodating. She is answerable to everyone. She is ready to work with everyone. And the best of it is that she doesn't look low upon people. I am her faculty officer, but the respect between us is mutual. She doesn't say no, she is low, so I can tell her whatever or do whatever. Whatever the dean is doing or whatever comes to her table, the dean will call me. What do you think we can do? She doesn't impose anything on me. I find it very, very easy to work with her. I've been here for more than 12 years, but what I learned from her within these 2 years is just too much. Because sometimes I will not know where I was working before, I will not know where the dean is going to or whatever. I cannot even answer to some of the questions that the students will tell me. Ask me, where is your dean? I say, I don't know. But when I came to School of Education, every day I will know whether she'll be in school or whether she'll be somewhere, whether she'll not be available. So with that one, the trust and the confidence that she has in me, I definitely thank her for that. And nobody can tell the difference. And when it comes to the affairs of the student, the door is always open. Though she will like students to pass through me to go to her, but her door is already open for the students. We are here for the students. So I think she has done a very good job to work with the students. At least she has done her best part of the work her best part for the student. And that will even also make it somehow difficult for the new, it's going to be a little bit of challenge to our new incoming dean, Dr. Hussein Usar. Yeah, but no doubt, because Dr. Sar also is accommodating. He's been here for just a year. Wouldn't you be surprised that he is here for only 2 semesters? And he is appointed to replace the dean. That is too hard work. So we are very sad that the dean is leaving. Definitely we are sad. But we are also happy that the burden is going from her to also somebody that people trust. Because when you tell people that Dr. Sar is coming, they are all happy. So we're really grateful. To be honest, where I am, I don't have much to say. My heart is really heavy. I will just stop here for the time. All what we want, let us give it. Dean, can you please stand up? This Dean, she is a mother. She is a grandma. She is concerned about everyone. So it's not only about being in the classroom or office job. She is concerned with whatever people do. She is concerned with everything. When I come, she will ask me, how are your children doing? How about this and that? He's a mother, grandma, everything. Can we give her a big round of applause? Thank you. You can resume your seat. So, then we can assure you that we will always be here for you. Even if you are in Nigeria, whatever you need, please communicate to us. We are ready to do anything for you. Thank you very much.
Geneva, thank you so much for being fair enough to Ma for all what you have done. Now, Aisha is also one of the staff. So far, let me say the youngest in that way in the school. Now, Aisha, the dean, we are departing with the dean today. The floor is yours for your remark.
Greetings, high table. I was not expecting to be here, but I am honored. Like my boss said, Auntie Jainaba, it's a heavy moment for all of us. I am the youngest, and coming to School of Education, I was a bit skeptical because I am not an Edusans student. I'm from School of Business, where I was attached as an intern, but then I was redeployed to come to School of Education. Being skeptical about it, my first day here, I was welcomed wholeheartedly by the Dean and Auntie Jainaba. When Auntie Jainaba took me to meet with the Dean, the first thing she said, "My darling, you look so pretty." I was like, Okay, I was a bit intense about meeting the dean. We know how it is in other schools. To meet a dean, you follow procedures, and it's very formal. We all know that. So sometimes we even adjust ourselves to look a bit professional.
Yes.
But when she said that, all my tension, the way I was tense, I was like, okay. Oh. Then she said to me, "I am your grandmother. I am your mother, and we are family here." That made me so emotional, and I built so much comfort in me. Even though I stayed here a little less than 4 months, it seems as if I've spent years in School of Education. That's because of her accommodativeness, her motherly love and support towards everyone. Ma, we appreciate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate your achievement and everything that you have done for the School of Education. This might sound or look like a farewell, but it is not. It is a beginning of a family tie that we would have with you, now against forever. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you very much for loving us and supporting us. Sorry, I am just out of words. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, the item on the agenda is that we make our schedule, we make our itineraries, but in the room, if you see, we have other people there. Facility officers also inform me that they have to say something to Ma. So little did we know that we are the only one dealing with, we are not the only one dealing with Ma as well. So we will give them a time for them to also make a remark. Facility officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to the high table, and then everyone present in this room. As the moderator said, we were not part of the itinerary, but we felt that we should say something about our great dean. I met her 2021 when I was a plumber, doing in the technical team to maintenance the plumbing issues within the university and then the apartment that the university officers are accommodating. And then I can tell you, Madam is among the, if not the only one, but the very few people that appreciate what people do. No matter how small your action may be, she will be timid enough to say, "Thank you so much, I appreciate you." I've been working with the university for almost about 14 years this month. But nobody has ever walked to me in my office and said, "Thank you so much for fixing my toilet, my tap, or my sink." She is the first who did that to me. On that day, I feel honored. I feel somebody recognized my worth in this institution. And then Prof. Ajufor is generous. She is generous. Generosity don't come only in kind, like cash and other things, but even accommodating people. I spend some time with her in our office, giving me worldly advice, guiding me, and then taking me through some of the things I should be careful or things that I should do to better my life. Ma, I'm grateful. And thank you so much for your advices. And then I spoke to some of my cleaners. They are touched, the ones in Birkama. They are also grateful. And they spoke well of Madam's professor's generosity towards them. Even they thought they are doing their job, but Prof always appreciate what they do daily in the institution. So as a facility officer, and then on behalf of the facility team, Ma, we thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we will always remember you. As you recognize us, inshallah, you will always be recognized in the world. The sky is your limit. Thank you so much.
Okay, after the president. We thought Ma is dealing with us only, but little did we know you are also part of it. Thank you for Ma. Thank you for appreciative for them, and then this is a blessing that faculty officers, facility officers are also aware of your generosity. Now we now move to remark by Edusa President. Mr. President, it is in your tenure that the Ma is leaving for his, and having been elected is quite a long time now. So you are to come and make a remark on behalf of the students. From there, we have two students and one of the ex-students who up to now, they are aware of the mass sponsor. Mr. President, the floor is yours.
The chairperson or the moderator. Good morning, Prof. Ajufor, Acting Dean Dr. Sar, Mr. Loom, Auntie Jenaba, the faculty officer, faculty staff present, the 14th Executive Council, and then all well-wishers who are present here this morning. As of last night, I was with the conviction that let me write my speech, but then my mind will tell me that, will you be able to read it? My other mind will be telling me, no, come and read, because that is what I'm best at. Come and give my speech without reading. But I was conflicting. I didn't know what to do exactly. I was voted as the president of this council. After being voted, I went to the dean's office. But then, as everyone stated here, she'd always give you an advice. And what she told me was that, Musa, you have to strike a balance. Your academic work and then student representation. And that was something that was huge, because as somebody who have assumed leadership, at the same time a final year student who is working to better his or her grades, it was something that I need to put into consideration. But then even before that, for every Edusan that have been taking part in Edusans activities, wherever we are, Dean is present with us there. Not at the football field, not at the seminars or the conferences or the meetings. She's always there. And she's always giving us that word that make your school proud. Be there for your school. So whatever we have to say here is just a matter of repeating oneself. Because whoever come across with Dean, you must learn one or two things that is positive from her. After all, we can sum it up to say that Dean is a mother. A mother embodies, carries everything. Good or bad, she will take everything. And then she will try to look at that bad thing and see how best she can help you to improve on that. Dean, we are very lucky that we have you, we spend time with you. But then again, we were having a worry because wherever there is development, sustainability matters. But when we heard of the news that the baton had been handed over to Dr. Sar, we become relieved that the good work that have been started will be sustained. This is not only to Edusans who knew how good she is. During our Edusa week, she was here on the cultural day dancing with the students, celebrating our culture. That shows how diverse she is. And there were a group of students that were invited from the School of Arts and Sciences. They were all sitting in their midst, and they're kind of like, Kim Wensen Din. Ensen Din Amun Moro. This is your dean. And your dean is a different kind. So she always comes to our level to make sure that we feel that comfort, we have that zeal, that we are not alone, but then there is somebody to the level of a professor who is within you. Why should you fear? Edusans don't fear. Because you have a dean who is always with us, despite the status, the degree, and whatsoever she possesses. We are just from a nationwide tour. Whatever complaint we have, Dean will never tell you no. She will tell you that I'll see what I can do. And then she'll always be calling, Musa, how are you people? I hope you are fine. I'm proud of you people. Like she's encouraging us, she's motivating us. When we are back again, the same thing. How are you doing? I hope you have released a bit. Oh, we are proud to have seen the photos and here and there. So every student, every Edusan love you and appreciates you. And then as students, we will have you in our minds. The memories will never fade away. And then I believe even those who will come, who will not find you here, will find the legacy here. The Master Student Program, the Dean Excellence Award. This is where we are celebrated. At the graduation ceremony, university level, we are not celebrated. But then Dean celebrates her students. This is something great. And then Dean, we pray that wherever you are, or you will be, God will continue paying you. Because for us, we are grateful. And then he who is not grateful to human beings shall never be grateful to God. Even if it was me alone or 2 or 3 people, we will gather somewhere to say thank you. But then everybody have come here, from the faculty, the staff, the students, everybody's here because of the good work. The number could have been larger than this, though we are on holidays, some are on the Students' Week, but their hearts and minds are with us. When the messages we are sending to the groups, the reaction was exceptional. The prayers we are coming from all angles, and God shall answer those prayers, inshallah. So on behalf of the students and the council, we are saying thank you. We are praying for you, for God to bless you, your family, and your generations. Thank you so much.
I now call on Mr. Wali. He's a staff of Quality Assurance, University of the Gambia. I just skip you. I'm sorry for that.
And my special greetings to Professor Ajufor, whose leadership qualities I will describe as nothing short of distinction. She has been a trailblazer in the field of academics. I am personally inspired by her great deals of advice and inspiration. She is somebody definitely whose doors were always open for everyone that approach her. She is a mother, a very, very enthusiastic servant of the people, whose services were readily available for free. She is the only one that you would sought assistance from, and she would still thank you for her helping you. I think she deserves a commendation for that. Notwithstanding, I feel at home the very day I joined the University of the Gambia. And until now, my connection to the School of Education is very, very profound. Hardly do I come to school without going to the School of Education because I feel at home. Seeing her reminds me how, seeing her reminds me how capable I am because I always aspire to reach her heights. And I think it's because of her motherly qualities to me. So Professor Ajufor, thank you very much. And you will never be forgotten. Yes. As far as I'm concerned, there has not been any, delay in terms of the progress of the School of Education compared to other schools. Anything in terms of, let's say, students' record, lecturers' reports, anything that concerns record keeping in the University of the Gambia, the School of Education is always ahead. And I think that is as a result of her leadership. So we are very, very grateful for your work. The School of Education will miss you. Your colleagues at the University of the Gambia will miss you. And for this, we are very, very grateful and wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
I now call on Secretary General of Edusa, Bire, to also make a remark that will complement the remark of the President.
Yeah, I believe it will not be just if I don't speak in her farewell ceremony. It's not only because of my capacity as the Secretary General, but because of my connection with her. I'm very close to her. That I will not do justice if I don't even say one word in her farewell ceremony. Our relationship started in 2021 in my first semester. And anytime she sees me, she is happy. She encourages me. And she always comments on my dress, on my commitment, on my dedication, and that has been motivating me. I think she has contributed a lot to me, though she also serves as a mother and also as a guardian. It's just a matter of reiterating what others have said, but the fact is, she is the best that we will ever have. That is on record, and it will never be broken. Dr. Sar, you have a heavy hat to wear, a very heavy cap for that matter to wear. Because what she used to offer us is not something small. Yes, that you have a big suit to wear. What impresses me most about her is her humility. She is very humble. That everybody can access her, despite the status you are. I can go to her house anytime that I want. Anytime I call her, can I come? She will say yes. Unless if she's not in the house, but if she's there, I will go. And because of her, I know the bitter soup, Nigerian bitter soup. I know I will miss it. But you should prepare me one food before you go. Yes. So hearts are very heavy as of now. I know that very well. But I'm hopeful that with the leadership of Dr. Sar, things might remain the same. But what is very obvious is that she has done great. Great to the extent that, yeah, we will be very optimistic that we may get greater than that, but unless we see it. Because she is very humble, and everything starts from humility. All the achievement people are saying about the introduction of certain courses in the master students, and all other things is because of her humility. If she were not humble, all those things would not have happened. So it's just a matter of saying what people have said. But just to make this story short, we are wishing you all the best in your subsequent endeavor, and we pray that God is with you all the time. Dr. Sar, we congratulate you, and we encourage you to emulate her. And as I have said, you are wearing a very heavy hat, a very heavy cap for that matter. Thank you very much.
I think the itinerary is being jammed. Again, cleaners also who also make our offices clean before we start work also raise that they also have something to say or make a remark on this send-off ceremony for the dean. They assign Madam Genaba to make a remark on their behalf. Genaba, the floor is yours. Those are the cleaners.
Thank you very much. Once again, I am talking on behalf of the cleaners. Of Ajufor, the cleaners said, let me tell you that they appreciate you. And they are sad that you are leaving. They are telling me they don't even want you to do. What can we do so that you can stay? They don't want you to go. What can we do with the student to make you stay? But I told them this. I don't think we can do much now, but they really appreciate whatever. They said you are accommodating. Wherever you see them, you greet them. They like you so much. And they are sad that they are leaving, but they will thank you for whatever you have been doing for them.
Good afternoon to you, all students. Good afternoon, high table members. I'm here just to say a few words to Madam, or Ma, because I call her Ma. She's like a mom. As everybody says, this is just a repetition of words, because all those who stood here before me, they say almost the same, like they appreciate you because you have done a lot. We did only 2 semesters. I did only 2 semesters with her before I'm done with UTG as an education student. But I don't know, I'm just a student. I'm not the executive member. I don't play any other important role than a student. But like the day I met Ma, like she has been so kind to me. I lost my mom for a long time, like 34 years ago. But she took me like her own biological daughter. And even my children, because she used to go to my house, she spent time with my family. And it's like sometimes even if my kids are downstairs, they will tell you, yeah, this now Ma. So that means, yeah, Mom, I have seen Ma. Because I used to call her Mom and my kids call her Ma. So I really appreciate you. I really, really appreciate you. When I see you, even if she like miss me for a week or 2, she will send me a message and say, Penda, what happened? I didn't hear from you. How are my kids? How is your husband? So she's just a kind person and wonderful, really. In the classroom, in Edusha, outside Edusha, even at home. So Ma, we really appreciate you. I personally, I appreciate you. I have other schedules, but I cannot stay at home on this August gathering or this occasion today. I have to be here passionate to hear what people say and to say something addition to what people have said. Really, we really appreciate it. And for the coming dean, I know unfortunately I'm not around, but congratulations. As all said, like it's another thing. Fu ñëpp jaar foofa jaaroo rek lu ñëpp def noonu nga war a def so we really know that, or we hope that you will do the best, and we are really looking up to you, my younger ones who are coming to Edusha and those who are presently in Edusa. And thank you very much to Geneva and Mr. Loom, the Edusa people. We are really comfortable with Edusa. We are very good and comfortable with Edusa because the way we are free in Edusa, I don't see. I am minoring another from another school. But it's a different thing. It's really a different thing. Like all have said, if you want to see Ma, you see her anytime you feel like. Want to talk to her, you call. See, even if she sees your missed call, she will call back. Oh, my dear, sorry, my child, sorry. I was this and that. Did I need an explanation from her? But she's down to her to do that. Really, we appreciate you, and we are saying thank you very much.